So I'm going to do a little deep dive. If you haven't seen my at least taste test of the C4 Sport pre-workout, the watermelon, go ahead and try it, look at it. It's actually a pretty good flavor. So the reason we're really here today though is I want to give a little bit more deep dive into this C4 Sport. If you are following me, if you've seen my other videos, you understand that I'm not a big fan of C4. Now C4, I started as in my pre-workout journey. It was the first one to go to. It was at Walmart, it was at every grocery store, it was at every GNC. It's just what you took, right? It's just what you got, the first thing you grabbed. And the standard C4 has not been enough for me to push through any strength training or anything like that. I lose focus and I get weak. But I was asked to go ahead and give the sport version of C4 a try, see what was different, okay? So one thing that's going to be good to call out is their serving size is 1 scoop. And in 1 scoop, you do get, where is the caffeine amount? You get 135 milligrams of caffeine. So it is a very low-end serving of caffeine. They also talk about having some other things like taurine and some other energy additives in there, but they're part of a proprietary blend that's locked behind. So altogether it's 1.138 grams. And then they have a performance blend that has carnosine, beta-alanine, L-arginine, concrete, creatine, HCl, magnesium, and some other interesting things. Now this is 3 grams. Now if you know anything about supplements, you're gonna know that you need to understand how much creatine you're taking. They're saying 3 grams, and for this creatine HCl or HCI, whatever it is, 3 grams, even for creatine, that's not gonna be enough. Let's say you were getting 2 grams and you were supplementing the other stuff for working out and building. That's not gonna do much for you. So I feel like that, especially with the beta-alanine in there, it's that's really not enough to really make a giant impact. And so carbohydrates, though, is 1 gram, 0 sugars. And so for the basics, it's not too bad. Magnesium, sodium, potassium. Potassium is less than 1%, sodium is 3%. So not terrible, right? Not a bad deck. It's not great though. And I'll be honest, when I tried it, doing 1 scoop just wasn't enough to really get me moving through my workout. But when I did 2 scoops, that was kind of like the key. I will say though, when I did take a fast I fasted from caffeine for a little bit, jumping in and doing 1 scoop of this was a good build up, but I would still lose energy midway through a 45-hour long workout. So that just was very disappointing. But out of all, if you're looking for a little stronger of a C4 hit, this sport was actually fairly good for it being C4. I'm actually ranking it, so out of 5 stars, I'm gonna give this about middle of the road, about 3 stars. Seriously, this is not a terrible pre-workout. If it's at your grocery store and you need something really quick and you want something in your gym bag as an emergency backup because you just can't grab something else, this wasn't a terrible one. Now, the whole thing they have about their performance blend and hydration and all that stuff, I just don't feel that they have enough ingredients in there to make it worth it, right? If you're trying to build muscle, even if you're doing endurance sports, building muscle is important for that. And their performance blend, you don't know how much beta-alanine you're getting. You don't know how much creatine you're getting. You don't really know a lot of these questions besides how much caffeine you're getting. So it's all in all, it's okay. It's decent. It's a good backup. I don't know if I would buy it again, but I do keep it. I went through this whole tub, but again, if I need to run to the store and grab some pre-workout because I just don't have anything and I can't deliver anything, this wouldn't be a terrible one for me to grab off the shelves. So go ahead, people, if you've tried this sport version of C4, drop down in the comments what your thoughts are. And am I missing a C4 that's actually a hard hitting? This is just mid of the pack. C4 used to be the name from what I remember years ago, and now they're just C4. It's nothing explosive as you would expect. But But again, thank you for subscribing. Make sure to share the video, comment, and I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you.